It's time to do some more legwork for the end of the game. Hello, and welcome back to Fallout 4. In the last episode, we exposed the Institute's lies to Dr. Lee and convinced her to leave and go back and join the Brotherhood of Steel. I still haven't necessarily decided which faction I'm going to side with in the end.
What's going on?
I do need to talk to Sturgis to see if we can get that holotape back from him.
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
Oh, yeah? Why? What have you got cooking?
I'm working on something with the Brotherhood of Steel. They want to look at the data I got from the Institute.
Dude, can you guys
Sturgis,
stop moving around?
Remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
Oh, yeah? Why?
I'm working on something with the Brotherhood of Steel.
The Brotherhood, huh? I sure hope you know what you're doing. Here you go. I've already made myself a copy.
There you go. That works. You know what? I wonder if I could give a copy to... Well, I don't know. I'm almost certainly not going to do the railroad, because that's just... No. So we'll go ahead. We'll go back to the Brotherhood of Steel since I have since I have a couple of quests there now. I can turn the holotape into them. I can talk to Maxon about Dr. Lee, and then that'll be two separate little quest lines that we can do. We are getting very close to the end of the original story, but for a sense of relative completeness, let's make sure we're progressing everything as far as we can. Because I have no intention of going back and replaying games for the channel, so you guys are only going to get to see this once if you're following my playthroughs. So, well, let's go talk to Maxon first, since he's right there.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Okay, and then, oh, because we don't have it selected. I'm like, why is it not showing up as an option? They want me to go outside to the flight deck. Where do I take this? Oh, they're down. Okay. They're downstairs. So we'll take the vertibird down there and go find out what we're doing here. Okay. Kind of ridiculous that we're down here and we're still getting messed up by the storm.
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built, too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best-case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
He didn't tell me anything.
Makes sense. We've been trying to keep it under wraps.
Hasn't
until
even
the time
mentioned
was
it.
Right. Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat.
I know what it is, but he hasn't mentioned it. So you guys, if you haven't played this game
Maxon
before,
and
you have
Kells
no
are
idea what it
looking
is.
For something that'll tip the balance when we go toe to toe with the Institute. Now the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in.
So I don't think we're gonna. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna end up doing the Institute, siding with the Institute. They really are kind of the enemy of the Commonwealth because of the corruption that's inside of it. They think, and it's not just the corruption, but just they have misguided ideas about what's best for everybody. And there's a reason that they're known as the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. So people are afraid of them for a good reason. And then these two are both DLCs that we're going to do after we're done with the main story. So yeah, Liberty Reprimed. If you watched my Fallout 3 episode, you know what this is. If you watch my Fallout 3 playthrough, you know what this is. So if you haven't, be sure to go back and watch that.
This storage what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the capital wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing it back together. And you think that was easy? Try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Proctor Ingram?
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
So we gotta talk to Dr. Lee. So where is she located? Fetch, fetch, fetch. So is she up on the Pridwin? I guess she's up on the Pridwin. So let's go find her. Talk to her, get that quest line started, and then I think there's a few fetch quests they're gonna have me go do before that's gonna be finished. Buh. Any day. So yeah, they want me to go inside. So I guess she's inside the Pridwin somewhere. Go upstairs. Got to remember that the main deck is up inside where the helium is, where all the helium is. It's inside the blimp, the Zeppelin part, or the blimp part, or the whatever it is, the balloon
Attention.
part.
Bravo 6-4, report to Armor Bay 2. Bravo 6-4 to Armor Bay 2.
Which is actually how they did it in real life when we had Zeppelins back then. They had the passenger compartments and stuff up inside. Most of it was up inside.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online.
You
But
know,
we'll get it done.
I'm a relatively impatient person, but it's like, I think it should have taken a little bit more dialogue to get from, no, I'm not going to help you, to, okay, I'll help you now. I'm sorry, that was a little bit ridiculous. That was a little bit ridiculous. I say one thing and all of a sudden she just completely turns around. That's the thing about the dialogue in games like this, it's a little bit ridiculous. I'm all for streamlining things, but you can take it to extremes. And I didn't even have to like roll a check or anything for it. I just picked that dialogue option and no, I totally trust you. Barely know you, but I totally trust you. Whatever. I can't help but laugh. It's just, that was funny. That was funny to me. Well, let's go downstairs and we'll, hopefully. I imagine that, if I remember correctly, we are going to have to go do some fetch quests because they're going to need this part or that part, blah, blah, blah kind of thing. So let's go figure that out. Yeah, they're getting started.
Proctor Ingram.
Wow, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Have you noticed that she's changed her outfit? She's no longer wearing the Brotherhood stuff.
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
So I would like to say, oh, come on, why'd they change it? I wanted to say something while it was paused, but if you look at her wrench that she has on the little thing there, I just noticed it. There's a little attention to detail thing that sometimes just pops out to me. Unless that's magnetic, why is that not angled in a way that forces it to slide down into it when she's standing there? Because if she bends over or something...
Anyone in there?
Sure. Anything you need.
That's what I love about
So you see it? You see
You're ready to leap into
that
action,
wrench should,
and
those
I bet
wrenches
you
should
don't
be
have
at an
the
angle
clue
unless those are
what I'm
magnetized
talking about.
somehow.
The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Okay. So we have to go find a high-powered magnet. Is there a... I was about to say... It's like I said in a previous video. If you're not sure where something is, just kind of drag your screen around until one of these doors appears, and then just follow it to where you're trying to get to. Unfortunately, I have not discovered that location yet. So... I'm going to have to get as close as I can, which I'm guessing is going to be this one. So I'll fast travel here, walk over there, and you guys can join me when I am back. All right, we're here at the medical facility. I had to fight some rest devils and a sentry bot. Well, I'm not interested in fighting them. Let's just go. We don't have all day for this. So, I think we're gonna... Well, depending on how big the area is in here, I think we might switch to our hammer to conserve ammo. So at this point, we're looking for an electromagnet.
Excuse me. Lawful use of deadly sword.
Can't get out that way. Never mind. So this is the exit, right? Yeah, that's the exit.
Identify yourself. Law of
Oh, it's down. It's downstairs. Is this gonna take me down? Yes.
Nice.
Aw. I was hoping it was going to be a shortcut, but oh,
is
nope.
only making things worse for you or your safety. Please take cover until
Stealth boy.
That's dumb.
Okay. Not trying to scavenge right now.
Shall begin
Oh.
procedure.
Hello. Where am I trying to get to? It was down. It's on this level. How do I get to it? Are they gonna make me go up and around? That's fine. We'll just power our way through it, I guess. Where'd he go?
kill. Clear.
Annoying. Nuka-Cola Quantum. Don't you love it? Isn't it a pretty drink? Makes your insides all glowy. Okay, ideally this is gonna take us back all the way down. It looked like it was going up.
Second floor.
Okay. I don't think this is where we're supposed to be. Down here? What's that? Medics! Okay. Oh, God. I got... That sucks. Now we gotta go out and then back in. That's super annoying. Was there an exit sign marked on that door and I just didn't see it? Yeah, they should have like an exit on that on the sign or something, just to let you know that hey, you're about to exit the zone that you're in. But whatever. So these are all just rooms. So much for being advanced. Doesn't look like they have too much in the way of things I gotta worry about. All right. Continuing on. Oh. Oh, but we killed something there, so I think that's just gonna...
Protect and serve.
Okay, I can't stand like right in front of them. Because if I stand too close to them, then they hit me and it interrupts my melee attack, so I gotta figure out a strategy for that. I gotta stay just far enough away that I can hit them, but they can't hit me hard. They can't hit me hard enough to stop me from attacking them.
Do not attempt, please. Justice will be administered swiftly.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so that's why I'm walking back. That's why I'm moving back and forth, just trying to prevent them from being able to interrupt my strike. It takes long enough. It takes long enough for my strikes to hit without them interrupting it. So I gotta do something to prevent them from doing that to me. Okay. So I guess up the stairs. Oh, yeah, right there. Okay, that's what we needed. Iguana on a stick. That is gross. Okay. I'll take the technical document because, you know, Quinlan wants those if I can. I don't know if I get any experience points for it, but neither of these guys have any fusion rounds on them. Okay, out we go. It's one of the reasons I wish you could just fast travel from the inside. Like, if you have a mission in here, then you can't fast travel until you finish the mission, and then you can just fast travel out. That would be nice. But they didn't make it that way, so it is what it is. But at least we're able to get to the exit very quickly. We can fast travel back to the airport, give them the information, build the thing we need to build, and then I'm sure they'll have another fetch quest for us. Over to the airport. Airport ruins, because I believe the airport ruins is where we need to go. Or not. So, okay. I thought that because when we came in here before, it unlocked the... When we walked through the doors, it told me the Boston Airport ruins. So I was under the impression that it was a place we could go into. Or it's a place we could fast travel to that would take us where we needed to be. Now I gotta find... crap.
I heard about it.
Where's the
I
vertibird?
don't see why everyone isn't out to ride.
Oh, here we are. So what am I supposed to do now? Construct 4 electromagnetic activators. Why? Oh, do I need to activate the thing for this, right? Is that what's going on here? Huh. It's on the other side of this wall? Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be another scrap ball situation. Okay. Then we are going to transfer. We're going to take all. Am I... Okay. Anything interesting that we got out of scrapping all of that? No weapons. No random... Oh, you know what? We never did the Silver Shroud stuff. Oh, maybe we'll take a side... Maybe we'll take a break and go do that in the next episode, because this is... Yeah. We should do that. Okay. Anyways, let's see here. I need to do what? I need to build 4 of those thingies. Can I build... So I have to build them in here, huh? Okay. Let's go talk to Proctor Ingram then. Kind of stupid that we have to come all the way over here to make it, and then whatever. I don't know. There's incongruency really irritates me.
If you find any
Proctor,
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first. Hopefully, but good luck.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. Hopefully you guys are having lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you are. If you're not subscribed, be sure to go ahead and do that now so you know when the next video comes out. I don't know if the notification icon thing works at all, but there's no harm in pressing it anyways. And I am also looking for ideas for exclusive content that I can create for Patreon, which I have a link in the, a link below for. And as well as the YouTube channel memberships that hopefully will be coming in the next few months once I have the required elements for that. So leave a comment down below with ideas for that. I'm wanting to find ways to monetize my channel, preferably in a way that does not require anything obnoxious. So anything you guys can do to help me figure out what to do with that would be appreciated. Again, hope you had lots of fun. Be sure to come back next time, and I will see you then.